A strim? Welcome to a strim? Hello, Lennon. How are you? Oh, it seems Twitch seems to be having trouble on my iPad. Hang on a sec. Ah, there we go. You're knackered. Oh. Sorry to hear that. I hope you're well. Oh. You've knocked down tiles. You've just got... Oh dear. Are you doing bad tiling or something? Hate tiling. Really? That can't be right. According to this, according to Inara, which was 11 minutes ago, Robot Doc, whichever one of that is, that's got a whole load of superconductors left in it. Got to clean the kitchen out before the renovators go. Oh my goodness. That's some serious DIY going on there.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Morning, Siberius. I hope you're well.
Ship is released. Exit is clear.
Ah. Hello, Hamburger. How are you? Hey, you never guess I saw N. Wiley here the other day. Said hello to him, but he ignored me. Unless there's another Miss Neil Willie. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting time to stream on the weekends because of personal circumstances, which is a bit of a shame. I've got loads of them. Excellent. I'm trying to get into the top 50% because if you look at the money, wow, I'm 140 million short of the 5 billion barrier. So this is making so much money that
Frameshift drive charging.
yeah, you know, everything helps towards the £7 billion price that I'm going to get for my fleet carrier. I think it's 7 billion. There is a website which actually tells you. Shouldn't take too long. You're in the top 50. Nice one. Oh, yeah, because apparently you need to. At the current rate, it's 5,500 according to Inara. 5,500 tons. And because it doesn't matter about what you carried, it's just the it's just the amount. So let's find out if Inara's been lying to me.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
There we are. Yeah, let's see. Sections. I've only been doing it 2 days. So I've only got 3,500. So. Really? 5,482 for the top 25%. I thought that was doing a shifty on back onto Inara. No, for the top 25%, if you're running for a Mahan, it's 14,000 at least. Top 50% is 5.5 at the moment. Yeah. So I'd have to go a lot higher. And I haven't got the time, which is a bit of a shame. But if I can reach top 50, I would. Oh! I would like that. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get around there in time. Good old T9 maneuverability. Like the USS Constellation. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, looking at this for my ranks here, can certainly get to ensign quite quickly. Discount. I can't remember. What do you need in order to get the big Imperial ship? And Wiley. I think I said hello to you last night. Were you flying this? Because I swear I saw a Neil Wiley, Commander Neil Wiley dock. I sent a message.
You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
If not, you have a doppelganger. Yeah. There you go. That's you. Spotted you. Cutters at Duke, 12th. Viscount I'm at, so yeah. Well, I've got a long way to go for that one then. That's 8th, another 4. Oh, another 4 ranks. Oh, jeez. Be bothered.
Contact, commence system shutdown. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Right. Do you want food cartridges? You want food cartridges. Oh, hang on. Before we do anything else. One thing that I keep on forgetting is Sometimes. Non-lethal. Oh, they want non-lethal weapons. And onion. Oh, onion heads. Strain. Oh, that's interesting. Is onion head legal here? Oh well. So, let's get this out of the way first. Hello, Ethnification. Hope you're doing well. Semiconductors, thank you. I'll take all of them. Thank you very much.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Always useful. And back to it. Which... why is it doing this? Why is... Still think there's problems with the galaxy map here. It's doing a little number. Bioexploration data. Oh, you know what? I'll do it. I've only got half the system. Oh, right. Hello, Drake. Let's hope so. Be always nice to have you along. See how many credits I can get in the next hour. We're lucky we could get 3 runs done.
Landing coupler disengaged. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Come back here to Freisner's port. Apparently that's got something as we float about. Waiting for someone else to come through. Right, can we go now? Oh, Mr. Autopilot. Because I was beating that Diamondback Explorer. Oh no. Well, no, it decides to. All right. Nice one. You found a wav of Terry Pratchett saying "Bingley, Bingley, beep." Put that in voice attack as one of your alerts. I dare you.
Frameshift drive charging.
So this hopefully will bring me up to how much? 3,900. 3,900 some and almost 99 really. I'll be doing power play tonight. At the moment, I want to get some more credits in. I think.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yeah, my second cup of coffee, which is useful. That should do. I hope. No, we're gonna go too fast again, aren't we? Yeah, past it. Which is in the good old Type 9. I've got to apologise to Nicey actually, because last week we ended up doing a lot of power play bounty hunting, and I was smashing into her left, right. Well, let me rephrase that. Our ships were colliding a little bit more than I wanted to. So yes, that was fun. Yeah, Ben is not. Yes. Please don't clip that. Yeah. Let's just say that she was flying a Python 2, I was flying the Corsair, and yeah, the difference in manoeuvrability is quite noticeable. I should have switched through to my Python Mark II, but yeah, wasn't going to happen. Really looking forward to the ARF interview that's coming this Tuesday. So yeah, I've got no idea what we're going to ask him. We're going to put up probably a question of the week this on some, well, Psychic is that will normally involve, hi guys, we're going to talk to ARF. What do you want to ask him? So put your thinking caps on for that. Will it be live? Yes.
Please take care when entering this alliance.
Commander Tragic Blue, welcome along. I mean, this is quite nice and therapeutic at the moment. I do have my fighter poised at any moment, just in case some ne'er-do-well decides to have a go. Which is absolutely fine, because I've been able to take down elite small ships in this thing without a problem. Is if an elite medium ship or a large ship comes along and tries to have a go at this ship, then I'm in trouble. And of course, if a player decides to, mind you, I'm in the Mobius. That's why I'm in the Mobius group. Right.
Contact confirmation. You are cleared to disembark.
How much money do I get for this one then? $38 million. Bloody hell. Wow.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Oh, look at that. 489 million, almost there to the maximum, the excellent 5 billion. So we want Frisian port this time, because we've just cleared out the other one. So let's have a look. As John Bon Jovi would say, we're almost halfway there. And at the moment, it does feel like I am very much living on a prayer. Yes. I can't believe I said that. So there's the next one. Again, another refinery. And another T9. They are big, graceful hunks of junk, aren't they? Oh, is that an orca? That's an orca just hanging around there. Well, we get to go next. Excellent. Oh, the autopilot still can't handle it. Although I must admit, that does look amazing. There are times you just take some of this game for granted, and then you come back to it and you go, yeah. You appreciate little details like that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Though I'm glad I'm not doing this in VR. I feel like a waste of VR to do this.
Fuel scooping.
Taking heat damage already? Oh. Keeping my eye off the ball there. Oh, nice. It's funny that I managed to get in the top 25% of my Power Play faction for the first time last week. And then it seemed that maybe because I got so high up in the faction, the missions or the weeklies I got were a lot more difficult. I don't know if that is related at all, but it was quite annoying. All of a sudden I've got on-foot ones to do, you know, everything, really. It wouldn't be interesting if I hit the 5 billion today. That'd be nice. It's actually possible. 2 full runs of semiconductors, I could do it. Then I got to start working out how much more I need.
Lakon, Charlie, Hotel, Foxtrot, please comply with access protocols before commencing docking procedures. Docking request approved. Plot route for approach to landing pad 40. Automated approach engaged.
I like these designs here, the long, thin ones, because it reminds me of Babylon 5. There's one of them in Xeons that really does remind me of Babylon 5. I do wonder whether or not GMS has actually ever looked at this. You could do it without a fuel scoop this run and swap it for the same size cargo rack. What? Yeah, that's a good point. Let's have a look. Slowly. Ooh, clunk. Yeah, let's have a look then.
Touchdown. Engaging docking restraints. Station facilities are at your disposal.
Oh, I've actually made a loss on food carriages there. That's... And there we have it. Semiconductors, that's... Oh, there's plenty there. Excellent.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, let's see whether or not we can get some more cargo capacity then. I don't like flying without a fuel scoop. At all. But I guess we're in the middle of civilized space, so it should be alright. Watch this, I'll be calling the fuel rats before you know it. Morning, Nicey! We were talking about you earlier. Yeah, it's only a couple of jumps. It should be okay. Should be okay. Fuel scoop. Oh, right. Okay, we will store that. We will buy another cargo rack, giving us a whole extra 16 tons. About our little escapade out in the asteroid belt where our ship kept on colliding. It was fun. It just goes to show the difference in maneuverability between the Corsair and the Python Mach 2. So, but I'll take extra 16 tons now.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
680. Yay. It's not my fault I can't fly straight. It's not my fault that the Corsair kept on bouncing off you. That's trying to match a Python 2 turn in a Corsair, not recommended. And although the theory that they've tweaked it to make it a bit more maneuverable, wrong. Just a little bit of bias there that after flying a big cargo vessel for a while, anything feels more maneuverable. Should have got onto the Imperial Eagle. Apparently they've got to rejigged all the maneuverability stats. The most maneuverable ship these days, according to the Frontier website, is the Imperial Eagle. It's rated higher than the standard Eagle. So I'm going to at some point upgrade my Imperial Eagle to see how maneuverable or fast it can be. The docking computer still clips. It still clips. Always on the second boost. Or should we build a bucky ship, Eagle or Cobra 5? I would actually say the Cobra 5, because the Cobra 5's got faster straight line speed. I want to build an Imperial Eagle and take it into one of those low combat zones, just to give it a fighting chance. And see how much more maneuverable it is. It'd be like flying a TIE fighter. You know, you just hope that nobody hits you. The problem is, of course, with gimbaled weapons, that's a different matter. But that's why they invented chaff. Oh, okay, Homeburger. Have fun in real life. I know I don't. There we are. That's what we want. Yeah. So it's like everybody's doing buckyballs in Mandalays now. Is that the accepted Mandalay ship? Although I must admit, I do like the Cobra 5. I really do like the Cobra 5. Oh, got a knock on the door. Hang on. Special delivery for my wife. Probably health food supplements. She's gone mental and does it. Welcome online, Neil. Grumbly? Me? I'm not that grumbly. I'm actually quite a positive person. 30 minutes of merit farming. Ah, I see. One thing that I keep on meaning to do, and I keep on forgetting to do this. Hopefully I'll be able to do it here.
Request approved. Make your way to landing pad 10.
Oh, I'm considered
Initiating auto docking sequence.
an ally now, am I? Oh, I see they're advertising the Brooks tour there. If anybody hasn't had a chance to do the Michael Brooks tour, the tourist tour, I would thoroughly recommend it, because it does take you to some of the most stunning places in Elite. Because, you know, it's an excellent tribute to Michael. Especially after well, I know he got paid for working on Elite, but he certainly went above and beyond in certain cases. Very nice fellow. Met him, I think, at all the LaveCons. Had good discussions. Although I was always scared to talk to him because, you know, lead designer of your favourite game. What are you supposed to say?
Ship is down. Pad restraints engaged.
Right. Oh, look at that. We're now 4.9 billion. Excellent. Right. Outfitting. Because I prefer multi-cannons here. There we go. That's what I want. Yes, he was. He always ended up bringing a massive, huge axe to work. He claimed it was his motivational tool. He's very proud of his Viking heritage. Yeah. So hang on, we just need to get rid of these pulse lasers because actually they're we don't need them. Or do we keep them? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they're just using up space. I'll need them. That's better. Yeah, because there was so much grief headed to the team's way because there were two instances. First of all, the peer-to-peer network that this game uses. Yes, it can be a pain, but the problem is the reason that we still have Elite is because of the peer-to-peer network. Because even though you have 20,000 people playing at the moment, at one point it was down to 5,000 on Steam a day. A big MMO with client to server architecture, that would be unfeasible at the moment. It would, because unfortunately, I hate to say it, that Sony Online Entertainment, there was a line where if a game fell under 10,000 players at any one time, it wasn't worth running. The problem was that it should have been it should have been better. Sony Entertainment's limit was wrong because they should have done it on the amount of people who were paying for the subscriptions instead of the actual number of players, which is why they shut the MXO. As believe it or not, one of the first MMOs I ever played was The Matrix Online. Absolutely loved that game, even though it was grindy as hell. But the people who played that game made up for it, you see. But at one point they said no, it's got less than 500 subscribers, completely forgetting, of course, all those people who had the multi-pass, which allowed them to play other games as well. And I was one of those multi-pass people because I also played Star Wars Galaxies, yet I wasn't counted, even though I played Matrix Online more than Star Wars Galaxies. But yeah, that's over 15 years ago now, and it still hurts. But yeah, the way that the player-to-player structures, the peer-to-peer handles it, does take a lot of the a lot of the running costs out. And yeah, I think because the player numbers, especially after Odyssey crashed, or just before Odyssey, because the player numbers hit such a low mark, it worried me. Because I've seen MMOs with bigger player bases than Elite go under. Alright, let's hope that this one still got all those wonderful oh, I didn't buy anything this time, did I? Yeah, I didn't buy anything. You know what? I made a loss last time. It's not worth doing it. And hopefully, because it's early on a Sunday morning, not many people are out. So I can scoop up all these.
Landing coupler deactivated. Exit is clear.
Oh, actually, I didn't want that. Yeah. What's the autopilot doing now? Yeah, so the player-to-player, I feel has the peer-to-peer network, I think has saved this game and kept it economically viable when other games will have shut. So I think in the long term that argument was won. The other one was, of course, about the flight model. Oh no, there needs to be more yaw. No, they got this right as well. The roll and pitch idea is so much better. And, I've played a lot of Star Wars Squadrons recently. And one of the things that they got in Squadrons was, like they have in Freelancer, where there's an arrow pointing to the ship that you've got targeted. And what that does is that it stops your situational awareness.
Drive charging.
And it's really, it's nice and easy when you've got only one target that you need to follow. But when you're surrounded by about 20 TIE fighters, you really need to be using the scanner, not following, because you're focusing so much on following the arrow. It does your head in. So actually it's 3, because the flight model, I think, the yaw, the fact that they've cut down the yaw on a lot of the ships makes the flight model feel better. Why does it always do that? 20,000 light seconds away. So yeah, 3 things that there was major arguments about. One was tracking targets, which there's a lot of arguments saying, no, put an arrow in there so that we can follow the ship we've got targeted. I think, that for me, I originally thought that was a good idea, but having played it in Star Wars Squadrons, I now see what they were on about. So I was wrong, they were right. The lack of the yaw, that's what I wanted, and they were right about that as well. And then finally the peer-to-peer network. I was dubious of that to begin with, but again, they've managed to prove it's kept the game going for so much longer that, it's... they've been right in all the 3 major shouting points that were happening during the beta. That's one of the reasons why the Frontier forums got so bad. Did we mention offline mode? Well, yeah, that was something which almost made me quit the game. When they said that offline mode wasn't coming, I know there's about 70 or 80% of people just went, "Oh, God, that's it. We're not doing it." And yeah, there was a promise made at the time that if the game is sunset, we will create an offline mode so you can carry on playing the game. Which that was enough to keep me going. Because the other point about this is that because this was really a live service game before it was a live service game. Well, it technically is an MMO hybrid, really. And they have been able to add things into it that if it had been a single player offline mode, or that had been available,
Scan detected.
we wouldn't have been able to have those things. They're far too.
Docking request approved. Plot route for approach
Some
to
of the stuff
landing
is far
pad
too
3.
complex to put in.
Automated approach engaged.
But yeah, I was pissed. I was there thinking, well, looks like Star Citizen for me then. But then, of course, realizing that Star Citizen, that is online anyway. I mean, I was wanting Squadron 42 for that, but yeah, offline mode was ooh, that was a bitter pill to swallow at the time. But, you know, when you look at what we've got, I mean, the Thargoid War wouldn't have been possible. A lot of the interstellar initiatives. Yeah, the community goals would have been impossible to do in offline mode. I reckon, and this is just my opinion, right? Because Elite Dangerous in an offline mode, I reckon you could have got a good 50 to 100 hours out of it, but then you would have started burning out like I did with First Encounters and Frontier. Because I burnt out after playing it for quite a while. Still enough semiconductors here for one more run.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yeah, where are we? I mean, the thing about all this is it's now 11 years ago. It's scary.
Detachment confirmed. Regulate your speed until free of station perimeter.
I mean, as far as the multiple modes are concerned, solo, private, and open, that's always going to be controversial, but to tell you the truth, I prefer it to the Star Citizen model, where it's open only all the time, because, I hate to say it, that's very Eve-like. And, you know, there are people that like that kind of thing, but if you're just trying to get by and you just want something to relax with, like doing this is why I go into, yeah, exactly, I want peace and quiet sometimes. I want to just chill and haul cargo and yeah, yeah. There are times I don't want to be looking over my shoulder all the time. Now, there are times when that makes fantastic gameplay, but you got to kind of be in the mood for it. And right now, for instance, I'm not in the mood for it. So if I had a player pirate come after me, oh, right, no, I'm just going to quit the game.
Frameshift drive charged.
Go do something else, because I'm not in the mood for that kind of gameplay. There are times when I am in that kind of mood for that kind of gameplay. Every time I play Power Play, I always play it open, because I'm there going, right, I am fully prepared to take on any player that comes after me, because that's the nature of the game. That's the nature of the mode, I feel. But when it comes to just hauling cargo, yeah, fine. I just want to be left alone. And well, in this case, I'm in Mobius group, so if I see anybody there, I know they're not going to attack me. I can be friendly. Don't have to face them with suspicion. So yeah, I think the game modes are are good. But the issue is, and I feel quite strongly about this, is that in Power Play specifically, I think you should start getting bonuses if you're playing an open. I really do. Not player bonuses, but your actions affect the BGS or the Power Play BGS more. I've always said that. Well, I originally wanted it just to be open only in Power Play 1, but other people convinced me I was wrong. And I was wrong. Because I would prefer it that, you know, if you're in Power Play, it gives PvPers some motivation. And I feel that sometimes the PvPers need that. I mean, there are times in Elite that they've got it almost... With Power Play 2, it's 95% of the way there to being what I really want. And yeah, that's. But there's a couple of things that just don't click. For instance, the BGS. I think that they need to update it to be a little bit more dangerous. The NPCs aren't providing the challenge it should do, but what they had in place before was too intrusive, so I understand why they did that. But yeah, I'm with you that they need a bit of a clean-up some of the code, especially some of the BGS problems, the Power Play, conflict zones, etc. The netcode, well, we don't know. I mean, what they've announced for Squadrons, I'm a little bit hesitant about it, to be honest. Mind you, I've been pretty hesitant about everything. At Power Play 2, I was hesitant about that, but that turned out to be fantastic. Colonization, yeah, I got involved in it. I don't think I've enjoyed it as much as Power Play, though. I haven't had a look at the netlog. I get a bit scared looking at netlogs because I had to deal with them all the time at work. And I don't want to have to do that for my game, for the game I'm playing. But yeah, if they're getting those kind of errors, then yeah, they need to. They've got parser problems.
Automatic docking system engaged.
Oh, hell. We're almost out of time. They have lost track of time already. Now, you know what? I do wonder whether I can get one more run in. Oh no. I think that's someone telling me they're coming back early. No. Oh, not. Might go back to Rawat Dock because it's now claiming it's got a lot more.
Landing confirmed. Ground crew dispatched.
Okay. Are we over the 5 billion mark? Don't think we are. I don't. Ooh, we could do it with one more run. One more run. No. I don't know if that is illegal, but
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
ah. Yeah, another refinery there, so let's go to this one. That should do. Hauling steel, yeah, well, hauling semiconductors. Doesn't have the same ring to it, doesn't it? Yeah, excellent, Drake. Yeah, we're going to do one more run. Hopefully this will get us over 5 billion.
Wary of traffic on your way
Which
out.
means, woo, I could afford a basic fleet carrier. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to get the fleet carrier I want, not the fleet carrier I deserve. Although I will say one thing, as far as my colonization efforts are concerned, if I look here, I now have a new facility. I have Wise's Inheritance, which gives me a good medium level of security. So the next thing that I've got to do here is my asteroid base, which is going to take an absolute age. So that's why I'm doing this, because I wanted to haul the money.
Frameshift drive charging.
Get my funds up to a certain level. I mean, when you actually buy a fleet carrier, can you upgrade that fleet carrier later, or is that it? Once you've bought the fleet carrier, you can't do anything more with it, but you can't add more modules to it. But I was under the impression that, yeah, you either buy the module suspended, you just add and remove services. Oh. So I could actually buy a fleet carrier now and then just upgrade it as I go. I mean, that sounds awesome, but I didn't think that was possible. I don't know, you see. That's what I was... What the heck's happened here? There we go. Yeah, I think, well, if... I don't know. Right. So actually I could buy a bare bones carrier and then upgrade it at a later point. But it is possible. Excellent. Well, that sounds good to me. So therefore, I need a fleet carrier up. I've got my fleet carrier. Then I need a fleet carrier upgrade fund and an upkeep fund. Right. Go for it. I will no longer be a peasant. I will finally have afforded a fleet carrier. I will look up the fleet carrier building site to see how it would go, and then I'll have to do a specific top shift about buying a fleet carrier. I mean, the upshot is, am I looking forward to Squadrons, or Squadrons 2.0 as I'm calling it? Because they're not calling it Vanguards anymore. It's the Vanguard upgrade, but Squadrons will remain Squadrons. Yes, because one of the things that is a real problem with the existing Squadrons is that it's, what, 200 people? 250 people to a squadron? In the... Alright, see you later, Neil. Hope you get your merits. Oh, hello, Happy Moon Monkey. I didn't see you there. Welcome to the stream for the next 5 minutes. Yes, well, it implies, if you look through the slides that they showed, they had a squadron there with over 500 members in it, almost 600 members. And the existing squadron limit is something like 200 or 250. So, yeah, they look like they've increased the squadron limit, which I think is fantastic. Yeah, the squadron fleet carrier looks huge, even though, and I say this, it looks like a fleet carrier that they've bolted extra bits on like Lego, which, you know, they've bolted the pads on. Okay, let's see if we can put more pads, which I think is great. So we could have the Lave Radio Squadron Carrier. Maybe I should have saved my credits for that. Yeah, it's quite funny that, because I've got 4 accounts. I could effectively start my own squadron. The Phoenix Defier Squadron. Only Phoenix Defiers could join. Oh no, look. We haven't got enough semiconductors there. Ah. We've lost 24 grand on that one. Yeah, I like that. It could be a massive orange Sidewinder writ large. Yeah. I mean, if we do get one, it will just stay in Lave. The Lave Radio Squadron. It would probably just be next to Lave Station, if we could. Oh, I'm sure that if we did put a Lave Radio appeal out, we'd have to do an advert. We'd have to do a very good advert, but yeah, I'm quite sure that the elite community be very generous in helping us to create a Lave Radio squadron carrier. Do it as one of those mock Do you want to help impoverished radio presenters? Let's see if there's enough semiconductors in another place. Let's go to Rowett, since it's not that far away. Effectively. Although we wouldn't use the F word. Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. They haven't been too clear about the details yet. Admittedly, that'll be one of those things that will be constantly tweaked. It's like colonization. Although I must admit, the bubble has now, is it tripled in size thanks to colonization? I think it's something that's like tripled in size. We could ask ARF to bring along some stats
Frameshift drive
with him,
charging.
actually, like what the current progress of the Explode Galaxy is, and how many systems have been colonized, because that'd be awesome. Drop Psychic a note. And yeah, so that's interesting. Just going around a bit of the long way here, I think. Well, it has been filled in, but the thing is, what I was referring to is the number of systems. There were about 25,000 human systems before colonization, and I think it's now pushing something like 75,000 thanks to colonization. And yeah, they've all been filled in, but they're now beginning to expand.
Lincoln Charlie Hotel Foxtrot. This is flight control. Please note that access to the station is by authorized.
I mean, I love it when you get player groups who are saying, right, we're going to go to the California Nebula, or places where they want to go, so they're building single little stations all the way out there, and then once they get to the cluster of stars they want, they will have their own, creating their own little mini bubble. I think that's fantastic.
Permission authorized. Cleared for landing on docking bay 09er. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
But one thing I am a little disappointed about is the fact when you start colonizing an effort in a Thargoid occupied system, the Thargoids just disappear. I mean, maybe they're hurting about the fact that they've lost their Titans and they've got to grow some more, but I don't know, you'd think they'd put up more of a fight. Right, are we done?
System shut down.
Have you got enough?
Station services for
You have?
modification.
Oh, I should have come here first.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Is this going to take us over the 5 billion? I hope so. So yeah, I mean, things in Elite Dangerous at the moment, I think, are fantastic. Apart from a couple of minor, well, a couple of quibbles which I've gone on about before. So I'm hoping that Squadrons is... I think the only thing about Squadrons I'm disappointed about was the fact they hinted, or you got the impression that they were going to let them set objectives for a squadron for a week or something like that. It's kind of, I was hoping that, you know, they'd let squadron commanders set weeklies or something like that for the members of the squadrons to do, or even better, some chained missions even. But that wasn't to be, which is a bit of a shame. Of course, we're not even thinking about the what's coming at the end of the year. At the moment, I can't think that far ahead anyway, but
Frameshift drive charging.
so it takes about, what, 20 minutes to do one run in the T10? The T9 rather. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's the thing. Are you going to have to set attacks for a squadron? Or rather, or as I call it, subs. You'll have to do subs. There we go. At least we're not doing the loop of shame again. I've been told to put the washing out, but the problem is, it looks as if it's going to rain. Ugh. Yeah, squadron tax. 10% of all activities that you do for a squadron is given to the, is taken away as a tax. Yes, or a sub. I think that'd be good. I mean, the UI. I mean, I've been doing a lot of thoughts about it. My initial reaction for squadrons was a little disappointed, just like I have been with all the other ones, all the other upgrades. But they've come good in the end. As you get more and more detail, colonization it is still a success. People are enjoying doing it, regardless of the fact that, you know, there's a lot of hauling involved. A lot of people are saying, oh, the fact that you can, there are ships in the bank, but they can't be engineered, that's a game breaker. I don't think it's a game breaker at all. It's to give new players a taste of what these ships can do. And if you want more, then you go ahead and get it yourself. I think that's about right. What I would think was some engineering materials should really have been included in the bank, but because they've done that with on-foot materials, which I think is needed because on-foot engineering is god awful. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But put it this way, after having thought about it, I'm a lot more positive about squadrons than I initially was when they announced it. So, yeah. I know Psykit is making huge amounts of links.
Landing authorized. Head directly to Docking Bay 39er. Automatic docking system engaged.
So what actually, how? I don't know how much I've actually hauled now. Is that 3 or 4? This is going to be my 3rd or my 4th run. I kind of lost count. Yeah, so it takes about 20 minutes to do a run. Some of the places that I was going to before, that was a lot further out. 2 or 3 jumps, so it was taking about half an hour to do a run.
Touchdown successful.
Okay, the moment of truth. Have I kept 18 tons of power generators? I have. That was stupid. That could have cost me... Right. Dun dun dun. Yes! 5 billion! 5,01,574,216 credits. I can now afford a fleet carrier. Though, at this rate, not for very much long. Not for long. I think that is a successful moment. We'll buy some more power generators for next time round. And probably some fuel. Oh, no, food cartridges didn't work, did they? I'm also going to take these. Because I don't know whether or not they're legal, but I'm going to take them anyway. So yeah, that's going to be me for the moment. I'm happy with that. Hopefully from the rewards from this CG, I'll be able to... Am I at the top 50% yet? Let's have a look. I am! Top 50%. Excellent. So it's 14,000 tons for the next one. So I must have got 4 runs in. There's me losing track. So yeah, approximately 14,000 tons are needed in order to get to the top 25%. I'm wondering whether I can do that. I might as well try. And yeah, so it's official. I now have I have got my cape on, and I'm enjoying the fact that I'm wearing my cape. Right. So, let us see who we can raid. Probably Nikki Dangerous, because always good for a laugh. So I'll send you all over to Nikki, who's shooting people. And thanks for joining me. I am now officially no longer a peasant, according to some members.